What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you a video of my solar power station that I just built and I just completed. So the build basically started around this silver, this gray Husky box that I purchased from Lowe's for about 20 bucks. The internal components, there's three main components here. The Ampere time 12 volt 100 amp hour or 1280 watt hour lithium iron phosphate battery is the main component. That's my storage buffer. I chose to go with the Victron energy components for the inverter and the solar controller. The solar controller down here is the SmartSolar 130. The inverter that I went with is the Phoenix 12800. I got standard ST blade fuses here off of the main positive terminal block. Fused, the MPPT is fused. I have two unregulated 12 volt DC outputs, and I have an LED that I installed. Bluetooth dongle right there for the inverter. Two standard duplex 120 volt receptacles in a box. These are unregulated 12 volt DC outputs that I installed, XT60 variety. This is one, this is two. This is my solar input. It can accept up to 100 volts DC maximum, 440 watts max at 12 volt, 880 watts max at 24 volt. This turns the inverter on and off. It's a lighted switch. This turns the LEDs on and off right here. The LEDs wrap around the box. They're really bright. What else? So this is my build right here. This is how I decided to build this box for what I need. I think it's pretty versatile. I think it's pretty reliable. It's got really good components in it. So far it's been running really good. Took me a little bit of time to do the mounting. I really wanted to make sure this thing would have some good cooling. The inverter does get pretty warm if you load it up, but for the most part it works pretty good. I'm using my solar panel there to feed it. I have the option. This is the 10 amp charging brick that I purchased with the battery that you could plug into the wall. So I basically modified the end. I cut the alligator clips off and I put an XT60 on it. So if I ever need to charge it or top it off, I could just plug it right into the wall, into one of my unregulated inputs there. I also have a Day-Green 12 volt to 24 volt adapter here. I could use this on my ARB fridge freezer if I wanted to run 24 volt DC. Just plug it right in. That'll give me regulated DC. But this is how I decided to do the build. I'm going to post links to all of the components, most of the components, on Amazon. These are going to be Amazon affiliate links for all the little pieces that I bought for this thing to build it. The only link that I don't have on Amazon is the box here and these duplex receptacles. These you buy at Lowe's. This you buy at Lowe's for 20 bucks. The rest of the stuff I bought on Amazon. So if you want to check out the parts that I used to build it, check them out. I can't think of any other things to add to this thing. My primary goal for this build was reliability, versatility, and basically You can use this thing for all kinds of stuff. I use it as a buffer to pull in the solar power and charge up my lawn equipment, all of my lawn equipment, and a lot of my battery powered stuff. But I could also pick this up and take it with me anywhere I want, plug in my portable solar panels to top it off. So far I'm really pleased with it. I really like the functionality. I like the versatility of the Victron components. What else here? That's it. I can't think of anything else to say about this video. They call these like milk crate solar power stations. I don't really know what to call it, either a solar power station or a solar power generator or a solar harvester. You can call it whatever you want, really, but it has a nice buffer in here with some nice energy that you can use if you had an outage or something. You could also use it for smaller things. I wouldn't plug it into your refrigerator like a household refrigerator, but if you have a smaller refrigerator that pulls less amps, watts, then I would say that's a good idea to use this for that. So hope you like it. Give me a shout out, some comments, what you think. Let me know what you think. If you want to build something, this isn't really meant to be a DIY video. This is just showing you how I built mine. Maybe get some creative ideas in your own head after seeing my video, and maybe you could use some of the components that I use and it'll help you out if you want to build something like this. I don't recommend newbies building something like this. You got some serious power in this battery. This battery can put out 100 amps DC. You can mess yourself up if you don't know what you're doing. You might get some arcing and sparking and stuff. You can burn something out, but yeah, if you're interested in something like this is how I did mine. Let me know what you think. Later.